the files have dropped. They dropped it. And I'm not talking about those files. I'm not talking about the files you've been thinking about. I'm talking about the Dan Hooker files. It's a rough day. You know, I woke up, and I'm not even, it happened like yesterday or a couple days ago, but it's just today. It's a Monday. I don't know if that has something to do with it. I just woke up, and man, I was like, it was like my hero died or something. I'm not saying he's my hero, but you know, in one of my last videos, I picked him, and I was doing a little. I don't want to use that term. I was giving him a lot of praise. You know, I liked seeing him fight, and now I'm just like, what happened? You know, so can you see where I'm disappointed? You know, you kind of see where my heartbreak is. You know, I'm in a different environment. I feel like it was appropriate for this video. I'm in my old truck, and you know, I had to go somewhere that gives me comfort, and takes me back to the good old days. Not in the 2026 morning I just woke up from. So it's not gonna be a long video, but I just wanted to get on here and say that I know in the fight world stuff happens. You pick your favorite fighter, and sometimes you see them lose, you see them get knocked out cold, and you have to go through that disappointment. And it's like seeing someone you hold up high and then fall. It's kind of like that, guys. Oh, but it reminds you not to like hold anybody up to that standard, because as we're all people, it's gonna happen. It's to when you engage in those degenerate activities, it's gonna come to light. So yeah, I just wanted to highlight on that aspect of today. I know it's just an impromptu video. I'm just on my phone right here in my truck, so I thought it'd be cool. I'm kind of a mess right now, but guys, sorry I haven't been tuning in lately with the fights. I did make a video for the Vinicius Oliveira Mario Bautista video, but yeah, I recorded like a 30-minute rant, and I hit record, and when I went to go look at it, it wasn't there, so I was like, screw it. But tomorrow, I'm recording this on Friday. Tomorrow is Sean Strickland versus Anthony Hernandez, and guys, I'm excited for this fight. Both of them I really like those fighters. It's hard for me to pick. I was watching some review, like some other people break it down, and it's kind of a toss up, and I think that's how it's gonna be. I think the fight's gonna be really close and competitive. Anthony Hernandez, they both bring pace. That's what a lot of people are saying. Anthony Hernandez has put his pace on more Roman Dolidze in his last fight, and that's a little more recent than Sean Strickland. Well, he lost his last one, but they both have good cardio, so I don't think anyone's really gonna break down necessarily. I kind of want to lean more towards Anthony Hernandez though, because of his his grappling, I guess. I know people say Sean Strickland, he has a great get up. Dricus Du Plessis had a hard time keeping him down, but that's kind of not his game. He, in the second fight, he chose to stand, and he thought he was good enough, so he didn't feel like he needed to grapple. But I think Anthony Hernandez is gonna implement that grappling aspect more, because that's a little bit more of his game. We've seen it throughout all his fights, that he does his signature, isn't committing to putting his hooks in and getting the back, but just keeping you on the ground and tiring you out. But Sean Strickland, he has great defense. He has his jab and his teep, and people are saying that Fluffy is weak to the body, and I can see that, but I don't think Sean Strickland's teeps are going to be that effective. And I could see Anthony Hernandez, catching one of those teeps and using it against Sean Strickland to get him down and in a compromised position. Now I feel like it's going to go the distance into a decision, I can't see either one of them finishing each other. I would be surprised, and whoever, if they get a finish, whoever I think should jump up to fight Chimaev for the 185 strap. But that's just my quick little prediction. To talk about where they would go, the winner. If Sean Strickland wins, I think he could get the title shot again. He's up there. If Fluffy wins spectacularly, I think he get the title shot. And it seems like Chimaev and Imavov don't want to fight. They're doing brother with each other because they same religion, so they don't like to fight each other. So I could see one of them jumping Imavov and see what happens. And but yeah, that's my prediction. And what else? More videos are gonna be coming, especially for Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira too. Woo, that's gonna be a banger. And I will try to do like a breakdown of what happens after the fight. So that's just my prediction for the main event. And Dan Hooker, guys, another one has fallen. Moment of silence.